Hey, good evening. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Kritsween Walia, and we're coming to you live from CNN News 18 Primetime Studio presented by Green Lamb Laminates. The news that has been making headlines since morning is the attack on Bollywood actor Saif Ali Khan during the wee hours at his residence in Mumbai. In a burglary attempt gone wrong, Saif Ali Khan was stabbed 6 times in the neck and the back. He suffered 2 deep wounds. While the actor is now out of danger and is recovering, the horrific incident has raised some serious law and order questions. If a multi-billionaire actor can encounter a near-death experience at his own residence, then how safe is the common man in Mumbai, in Maharashtra? While the Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has assured strict action in the matter, the bottom line remains the attacker is still at large. And the back-to-back attacks on celebrities in recent times, however unrelated, can't be ignored. The question remains whether there's more to what meets the eye. And these visuals on your screens, viewers, are the first visuals, CCTV visuals that you can see very clearly show how the attacker is exiting through the fire escape of the building. We'll talk about those visuals in just a bit, but let's also understand what really transpired at Saif Ali Khan's residence in the wee hours this morning. Saif Ali Khan was at his home with sons Taimur and Jay, while wife Kareena Kapoor is said to not have been at home. It was at 2 a.m. when his house help spotted an unknown person near Jay's bedroom, and these are just representative graphics. It's only then that Saif Ali Khan woke up because of the commotion and then tried to intervene. So the first altercation is said to have taken place between the house help and the intruder. Next up, as the attacker and Saif Ali Khan came face to face, the actor was attacked with a sharp weapon by the intruder. He was stabbed 6 times and as a result he suffered 2 deep wounds. Saif Ali Khan was then rushed to Lilavati Hospital while the intruder managed to escape and flee the spot. Next up, acting promptly, the Mumbai police formed 15 teams and launched a mega manhunt to nab the attacker. And while the attacker is still at large, here's what we've picked up on the investigation front. The attacker stayed at Saif Ali Khan's residence all night. That's source-based information that we've managed to access. Further sources maintain that the Mumbai police is probing whether the attacker was linked to one of Saif Ali Khan's house help. That's a high probability that is being probed as we speak, or whether if the attacker had any help from within the house. The attacker allegedly also entered the building through the back gate and used the same route to escape and flee after the attack, and that's confirmed if we go by the CCTV visuals that we just flashed for you. The cops have also ruled out any link to the Bishnoi gang, and the prime focus of the investigation is the theft angle. Further, cops have identified the attacker. The CCTV visuals are also making the story amply clear. 15 teams, like I said, are on the lookout for that man. Meanwhile, the floor polishing workers were also detained earlier for quizzing by the police itself. And earlier today, Saif Ali Khan's house help, who suffered injuries in the attack, also visited the Bandra police station and recorded her statement. The attack has raised a number of questions as well, viewers. What are these immediate, obvious questions that come to our mind? How did the assailant gain access to the residence? Did any of Saif Ali Khan's house help aid the intruder, which is a high probability as the police also suspect? How did the assailant enter and escape without scrutiny, especially in a residence where a high-profile celebrity, 2 of them, both Saif Ali Khan and his wife, are staying? If the building had biometric security system, how did the intruder get in? How did he breach that security system, and who assisted him in doing so? Was the assailant hiding hours before the assault? Was he already in the premises of that very building? Further, will the CCTV provide clues to who the assailant was? And we have the answer to that in that CCTV footage that we just flashed for you. So we'll take that up with our guests. But with these questions on everyone's mind, no single aspect can be ruled out, viewers. And this indeed was a security lapse. But was it also an insider's job? And is there more than what meets the eye? We'll take that up with our experts in just a bit. First up, the top reactions.
Saif Ali Khan was admitted in the morning at 2 a.m. at Lilavati Hospital with alleged history of assault. He is completely stable now.
अभी तक के इन्वेस्टिगेशन में ये एक चोरी का अटेम्प्ट था, ऐसा हमारे इन्वेस्टिगेशन में निष्पन्न हुआ है। एक्यूज को जल्दी अरेस्ट करने की कोशिश हमारी चल रही है।
लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की जिम्मेदारी राज्य सरकार की होती है। जनता ने उनको वोट करके ये जिम्मेदारी दी है। चप्पा चप्पा इस शहर का हो या महाराष्ट्र का हो, उसकी जिम्मेदारी सरकार की बनती है।
The fear of law seems to be at a low in Maharashtra in the last 2-3 years.
इसके बारे में पुलिस ने आपको सारी जानकारी दी हुई है। ये किस प्रकार का मामला है, इसके पीछे क्या है, किस प्रकार की मंशा से ये हुआ है।
Let's quickly open this up with our guest joining us this evening, Syed Zafar Islam, national spokesperson of the BJP, along with Mahesh Chavan, spokesperson, NCP SP. Meghna Pant, author and activist, is also with us this evening, along with Dhanraj Vanjari, former ACP Mumbai. Gentlemen, and Meghna, many thanks for taking out your time. It's concerning indeed what we've been tracking since early this morning. And before I come to you for the first question, once again, I want all our viewers and you, our panelists as well, to look at this one footage which is going to hold the key to the investigation going forward. This is of the assailant making his way out of the building through the backside of the building. This is the fire exit is what we're learning. Dhanraj ji, I come to you first. While we keep the CCTV footage on our screens, what do you make of the investigation so far? You know, there are several versions coming to light, and so far it's source-based. We've also tracked down details of the FIR that's been filed, but who do you think is this man? And how do you think in a building which has about 6 flats, apart from, Saif Ali Khan and Kareena Kapoor Khan, all the other residents are also well-off, high-profile people. Security arrangements, I'm sure, were intact, sir.
Actually, it's a matter of worry about the internal security of the building at first place. Secondly, as you asked me, in this matter, looking into the graphics which you are showing it on your channel now, the point of exit and point of entry are the same. The question is, at such an odd time of 2 a.m. at midnight, why he has taken entry and how does he know the entry and exit so well? Is he a habitual intruder in the premises? Then the question comes, who was the person who invited or who welcomed the intruder inside the flat? And what was exactly the commotion? And the way the attack, definitely it's a very brutal attack, because the celebrity, Saif, has sustained 6 injuries, out of which 3 injuries are quite major. And piece of a broken knife is left inside the body. It means you can understand the blow with which the stabber has stabbed it, nothing less than a brutal one and powerful one. Second question, along with this comes, what was the intention of the intruder? Now, police is working on the theory of theft. That is one of the area of suspicion. Second area of suspicion is whether he had intention to harm or kill the celebrity. If that would have been the intention, and if any bigger gang is involved, like some people are trying to connect it with Bishnoi, with the legacy of that Salman's case and all that. So if you take into because the intruder had only a knife, if somebody had a plan to kill a celebrity, they would have brought with them a firearm and will have well shoot, because such an intimate distance when a man can stab 6 times, he definitely would have shoot from a very close range and the celebrity would have been killed. Now, remaining theory is the third theory, that this security was compromised, and definitely security is compromised. Of the building, security is definitely compromised. That's why he is taking entry from that area. Now it is a backside of the building. How come the security is there? And while security is there, how can he take the entry? Whether the security of the building was compromised. Number two, who was inside, who was welcoming him for whatever purpose, and what finally happened is the incident. Now, looking into the role of police, there are two roles I would define. Number one, what police has taken the precaution. So let me tell you bluntly, this is not a public place or public life of the celebrity where the security perception works on very different parameters. And those parameters, then after working out the perception, they provide the security maybe Z, Y, X or whatever the category it is fitting. The internal security, we start from the gate of the building and building premises, safety and security. That has created a problem over here that need to be looked into, which is a prima facie suspicious area for police to investigate. More than a dozen team as on today working on it. And as Home Minister and Chief Minister has said, I agree with him that he has taken all proper precautions to find out the root cause. And unless and until investigation
No, I agree
is
to
complete,
that. But then there are certain examples from the past that raise this concern, is why this concern is being highlighted by several prominent figures in Mumbai as well, sir. But I'll come back to you for that. I'll let the others come in the meanwhile. Before I go across to our political speakers, Meghna, what do you make of this? You know, there is a lot of concern, worry, not just in the Bollywood circuit, elsewhere as well. And one question that comes to our mind of what Mr. Dhanraj also said is, how is it that while the front side or the main entrance of the building was well manned or guarded or whatever the situation was, how is it that the backside was left unmanned? So there's a big loophole there. And how is it that after having stabbed the actor 6 times, after a certain commotion, given which Saif Ali Khan actually woke up and attempted to intervene, how is it that nobody got to know or was aware of this man having created such a trouble and left the building conveniently? He's nowhere to be found still.
You know, so many questions that are still unanswered, and I think we'll have to wait till the investigation unfolds. But, you know, at this point, Kutsveen, I feel like we first must express our thoughts and prayers with Saif and his family. He must know how beloved he is as an actor. Mumbai loves you, Saif. India loves you. And our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family right now. And we all hope that you heal very quickly. You know, what we need to examine, and I've been seeing this on social media since morning, and it's so distasteful and unsavory that all the politicization of the issue, as you will also hear as we go forward, the religious overtones that have been given to this burglary, comparing this incident to Baba Siddiqui and Salman Khan and to Beed and Parbani, and talking about the law and order situation in Mumbai, which is still, I live in Mumbai, and I'm telling you as a woman, it's still one of the safest city, if not the most safe city in India today. It's all very unsavory, it's very prosaic, very simplistic. And what nobody has brought to the forefront is the fact that the only thing to blame for this is toxic fandom. It is toxic media exposure. It is toxic social media exposure. All the time, without wanting to, we are exposed to the inner workings of celebrity life, which is affecting not just the Bollywood industry, because, you know, that whole star stature, the superstardom has gone now, because we know everybody in India, whether they want to or not, know where actors like Saif Ali Khan and Kareena Kapoor Khan live. Without wanting access to such knowledge, I don't want to know where my celebrities live, what they eat, what they're doing in their personal life. I don't want to. I feel like I don't want to be privy to the lives of their underage children, you know, these little gentle souls. I don't want to know
and
where
perhaps in this case as well,
going.
Meghna, if I may come in for a few seconds, somebody was privy to the fact that Kareena Kapoor Khan wasn't present at, the residence, and the others were sleeping. And that's why the needle of suspicion points to the house help. We're picking up as per our sources that this particular person is known to the house help. However, the house help wasn't in agreement to his motives. That said, if with the assistance of the house help, someone can conveniently walk in with the sharp object, it is so very dangerous. Yes.
And look at the level of violence. The perpetrator didn't feel any sort of culpability. He had no fear of stabbing such a superstar. There was absolutely no fear of the system, no fear of justice that will be unleashed, and rightly so. But I'm still saying, I think what we need to do away and examine in this case, and I hope this case helps us bring something positive forward, that let's stop the micro sort of exposure to celebrity life. Let's watch them on screen, let's enjoy their talent, let's appreciate their hard work, and let's keep out of their private lives, because the fact that everybody knows where celebrities live is very distasteful. It's not something that should be common public knowledge.
Oh yes, absolutely. And sometimes, when out of the blue you have the paps filming them, capturing their visuals while they're coming back or going to the gym, going for a meal, it's quite uncalled for. And I think those are the challenges that come in with the day and times that we live in as well. So we don't know how much we can distance ourselves from that. But taking it forward with our political speakers, like I said, a lot of politics unfortunately is also broken out and took no time to come out when we picked up first of this stabbing episode. Said Zafar Aslam, before I let Mahesh Chavan question you, I want you to respond to what is the take of the government on this, of the Bharatiya Janata Party on this. We've heard it from the Chief Minister say that one attack does not declare Mumbai as an unsafe city, but there are questions being asked overall on the law and order situation, citing some of the past instances, like I said.
First of all, we all need to condemn this kind of incident. It's a very sad incident, and it needs to be condemned. Having said that, what is more important, instead of putting police in the dock, we shall wait for the investigation to be over, and instead of criticizing the police, criticizing the government, because as you rightly pointed out, that the Honorable Chief Minister has very candidly said that Mumbai, and the lady who was speaking prior to me did mention that Mumbai is the safest city in the country. Of course, incident does take place. Incident of this nature does take place. It's a robbery attempt. He was a robber. He attacked Saif Ali Khan, and I think it needs to be properly, thoroughly investigated. How did he come inside? I also live in Bandra, and I live in a society or a building where lots of superstars live. I know the kind of security they have, and it is next to impossible somebody will have access to them or get to their home unless there is somebody from inside allows them to come inside. So that's why I'm saying it needs to be investigated. How did he enter? And see, the way he is walking is not running. Yeah. He is slowly walking. So that suggests only that some support system was there, somebody was there, but I can't comment till police investigates and find out the truth. Having said that, this kind of incident should not take place, and anybody who is trying to politicize it must introspect. I think whether it's Chavan Saab, who is there on the panel here, or many other political parties who are making noise, they also need to understand that Mumbai is the safest city, Maharashtra is the safest state in the country, and it is the same city, Mumbai, where you have gangsters like D gang, you had gangsters like many other gangsters, and they were actually ruling, and police was ineffective. But today, there is no such gang exists in Maharashtra, or for that matter Mumbai, because Mumbai has been cleaned with such elements by the police, and police has complete authority, and the law and order.
While what you're saying is absolutely believable, and Meghna also says that she's experienced that safety in Mumbai city, but isn't that fear also valid when an instance such as this, a horrific instance such as this, unfolds in the house of a celebrated artist like Saif Ali Khan? If it can happen to him at the kind of residence he stays in, the locality he stays in, the kind of security around him, then what about commoners in Mumbai? Isn't that a valid fear today?
No, no, you can't generalize this kind of because we are a commoner. We live in the society, but we don't have that kind of security and protection all the time. Despite being member of parliament, I have never had any police as my security, but I never experienced anything, because it is indeed a safe city. The same city where 20 years ago people used to really be reluctant to travel to Dongri, or for that matter India Gate, Gateway of India in the night, because or some other areas of Mumbai, because they were very concerned about the gangster attack. So at least today such thing does not exist in Mumbai. Yes, this is an incident which needs to be condemned, which I think but needs to be investigated more thoroughly. It needs to be investigated so that precaution can be taken and the punishment can be given to people who are responsible for this.
So you firmly believe in what the Chief Minister said, that one attack alone, one incident alone doesn't decide whether Mumbai is safe or not. Mahesh ji, could politics not wait then? Could politics not wait till the probe concluded, till something or finalities of the probe came to light, or some details, concrete details that were shared by the police? We heard so many opposition leaders at the drop of the hat say that Mumbai is unsafe, law and order is in shambles, it's a complete collapse of law and order. Wasn't politics played on this a little too early in the day, sir?
Kritzwin, first of all, I don't want to politicize, but see, I would like to ask Mr. Jaffer, don't you think, Mr. Jaffer, that this is one more incident highlighting deteriorating law and order situation in the city? Is there any fear left of the police and so-called double engines government in Maharashtra? Be it, this incident or firing at Salman Khan's house or Baba Siddiqui's murder, or for that matter, Abhishek Ghosalkar, Shiv Sena's Abhishek Ghosalkar's murder, NCP's Sachin Kurmi's murder, BJP's Ganpat Gaikwad firing in the police station at Shinde Sena's Mahesh Gaikwad, Badlapur molestation incidents, hit and run cases in Pune and Mumbai. All these situations, Koita gang in Pune for that matter, or drug menace in all over in Maharashtra. Don't you think this is deteriorating law and order situation in Maharashtra? We are not trying to politicize, but this is the question of security and safety of the people of Maharashtra.
Yes, Saidji, please respond. Common perception has it that Mumbai is a safe city, and as a woman I can tell you that, we've all grown up hearing that Mumbai is so much safer than, let's say, a national capital, which I'm not boasting right now, but we've heard all of those things all this while. But keeping women's safety aside, what explains these instances that have just been laid out by Mahesh ji?
No, ask any parents there in Mumbai. They will say, they will feel, and they will at least make a statement that Mumbai is a safe city, safe and secure city.
But if a Salman Khan, Said Zafarji, if a Salman Khan, if a Baba Siddiqui's family members don't feel safe, it's not a safe city, sir.
No, I won't say that they don't feel safe. They are living there for ages. It is just that some threat is there, and that threat we know exactly from where it is coming. And the police is taking all the precaution to ensure that he is unharmed. But having said that, what's more important that what number of incidents he has outlined, Mr. Mahesh, he must also remember that there is a way to compare how safe city is now and how safe city it was then when you were in the government a few years ago. And prior to 2014 also, and 2019 you have seen that how you have run the government. So clearly the statistics is there to prove that law and order situation is much, much better now than it ever was. Second, that incident is like, it does happen in a big city, but it is far and few. You can only count few, while I can give you a full list of incidents which used to happen in this city prior to 2014. But I do not want to politicize this issue, and these kind of issues, which is a social issue, need not be politicized. It is something which the authorities and the police and the security agencies needs to investigate, and proper action needs to be taken so that such incident does not take place again.
So allow me to take you to Mr. Dhanraj.
The people will turn.
Okay, he's perhaps in a better position having known the streets of Mumbai, areas of Mumbai. Mr. Dhanraj, given that this has happened in Bandra, we do know the kind of locality that is, the kind of people who stay here, and if an incident such as this can happen in the heart of the city, which is commonly known as a safe region in Mumbai, what do you make of it? Do you think we're not seeing enough security measures being implemented? Do you think the roads there, the residential areas there are not as secure? Because we can't just talk about how the building security measures were not intact. We have to also talk about how the manner in which this man just conveniently left the area. He's nowhere to be found, 16 hours and counting.
That's what I said in my first opening segment, that he might be a habitual intruder, and that need to be taken into comma, into inverted comma. As per our beat marshal system is concerned, I worked in this city for 35 years as a police officer. I tell you, Mumbai is not only safe in India, but in the world is one of the safest city. I am proud to say that. Now, coming to the area of Bandra, as you specified it, there are in series 3 incidents, Salman's attack, then after that Baba Siddiqui's killing, and now this is Saif Ali's attack, third one. Linking these three is irrational and illogical. And if you want to link this with Ganpat Patel, Gosalkar, and maybe in today's incident in Maharashtra, all over that Deshmukh killing and all these things, I say it is still far more illogical. Here, the cause and reason of every incident count. What was the intention? And if any political faction wants to politicize the issue, I have a blunt answer to them. I also know politics. I have blunt answer to say that take care of your criminalization of politics. The incidents and crimes happening out of criminalization of politics.
Okay, Dhanrajji, what you can do is, you can quickly sum up for us the kind of police patrolling, etc., that we see in this region, since you're aware of the ins and outs.
That is what I'm saying. The beat marshal or beat officer are well in place. But still, the criminals have their own devil mind who work it now from backside of the building, whether there is any access to go for any police or whether they suspect it. Basically, it's a job of building security. That's why I say private security cover and security of celebrity in public place. There are two different sections in this case. So not to intermingle. If I bet upon you, if you find any single fault on police security or police is not safe, so many celebrities are staying safely in Bandra and Andheri and Juhu area. How a police are not working there? How it is possible?
Okay.
We are working, we are taking precautions, but to enter somebody's privacy, even the police officers, when want to enter these premises, I tell you there is a biometric security check. Without biometric security confirmation, no one can seek the entry. Then how this man has seek the entry? Do you expect police to guard each and every building and each and every door of the flat? Practically impossible, madam. Practically
No, absolutely
impossible.
right. Yes, police cannot be getting down to guarding doors and buildings, and all of that is not what the police is supposed to do. And there are other concerns that they have to address. But quickly, before I wrap it up, Meghna, to you. As a Mumbaikar, tell us about this area, this region, and how safe do you think it is? A lot of questions are being raised, is why I ask.
Absolutely. I've lived as a woman in Mumbai for over 35 years. I have driven at 4 a.m., never faced harassment. I have done everything, like worn red lipstick, worn short clothes, gone out in the night. I've never faced anything more than minor molestation cases, which unfortunately all the women in India have to live with. But nothing that has at any point threatened my safety or security as a woman. So I don't think this has anything to do with the law and order. The fact is that somebody had mentioned the building was compromised. That's because there are cameras on it at all times. There's overexposure. Yeah. And we as media people have to question the truth that one anecdotal incident does not become a blanket truth. That's what we need to understand. The fault is right now with our media culture, toxic fandom, and the fact that especially a house with such small children, their privacy should be respected. The media should not enter the homes of celebrities. And I think that's the key takeaway that we should take away from this incident.
And politics most certainly can wait. Focus should be investigation. That should be the need of the hour. And that perhaps can just be the humble appeal going out right now. So there's lots more that perhaps will be unearthed with regards to the investigation. For now, I'll have to thank all of you. Thank you, gentlemen, and Meghna, for